The narcissistic society has for us an offering that has nothing to do with your interests. It could be that way. Uh, Lately, I've been sounding very retarded. I'm sure I've been sounding like a skillless, unadaptable kind of a person. And it's like, no, it's kind of the opposite. And just because I am highly adaptable and I have the skill of communicating and alchemizing with anybody and anything to make it work, um, doesn't mean that I just expend that in a one-sided situation. And to me right now, unfortunately, this is just a personal message about me and to myself um, because of all of the aspects of Saturn. This is a little lesson. Saturn going through your 11th house is the 11th house rules Aquarius. You have Aquarius somewhere. I have Aquarius in the 11th house. It's just natural, easy peasy. So let's talk about it. Saturn moving through Aquarius or the 11th house. We have Saturn Aquarius now. The friends thing and people are kind of cold to each other. If you notice, it's kind of getting into the later degrees, and it's like, well, I disagree. Well, I agree. Who gives a fuck? What about the truth? Do you guys align with the truth? If you aligned with the truth, you'd almost smack your heads together trying to get a glass of water at the fountain. It's like, wait a minute. The truth is, we need what? Clean water. You'll kind of get on the same page if you really bother with that and stop bothering with whether or not each other agrees with what's there. Each other, your ego, what's that? Is the fucking clear water there or not? Pardon my language, and it all comes with it. I have moon in Aquarius right in the middle. I just got done with Saturn going over my moon in the 11th house. Let's get back to that. If it goes through your 11th house, you are being tested in your social life and your friends. Matter of fact, you're being cleared out. You're being cleared out. I mean, gosh, if you have some loyal people that you've really impacted, they're probably going to be there still. One or two, one. And they're going to be like standoffish. You don't want to bug them. You can tell that, they don't want you to bug you. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they don't want you to bug you. If they're good friends, they're like, get away from me. You're bugging yourself too much. When you're done bugging yourself, and that's kind of true. And it's hard to tell who's who. And we have to have compassion because I'm not saying that the people that are there for me are all that perfect. I'm thinking, man, how can we hang out together really? So this is where I'm at. I mean, for sure. And nobody knows who I'm talking about, but it's all the people from my deepest past. It's like not happening anymore. It's kind of actually beautiful. It's like, God, this is a whole new fucking era of me, and it's happening. It's happened just recently. Not, nope, these aren't my people. Even though it's a great idea, the change making is amazing idea, but it's not quite my idea of getting resources into me, like how it would come. There's a different, of course, I should get therapy. I should talk to somebody, but that's weird. You know what I mean? It's like, well, what do I need to talk to them about? I just need somebody to talk to, period. That's probably why I'm making these stupid videos and just of personal Shauna's thing about who can't even get her food stamps going for whatever reason. You know, um, um, just to talk to people, say, well, look, this is what's going on. I live in the mountains, and it's the financial situation is, and how do I get on the donations list? Like, I think I deserve some financial aid. Everybody else is doing it. They're all dipping in and doing all this stuff, and it is going around. And believe me, I tried to hit the faction that has the money that says, "Yeah, come and work for me. I'm doing this," and it's working for the Airbnb. And so there I am, and I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking, God, the amount of money that I see going into here we go with a little detail here. The amount of money that I see going into the preparation for the Airbnb situation. I mean, yes, you have to get your insurance all down, of course, and everything is because of the COVID-19. That was the big complaint, right? Of course it is. You don't even know that there's a fucking world war going on, and you're part of it. They're even against you that they have employed. That's how brilliant that they are out there. And getting back to you, I'm thinking it's a great idea to have an Airbnb, and it requires a little organization, more and more, with housekeeping and yeah, keeping up on everything. And if you're not really able to do that, yes, you're going to want to hire more and more people to get that done for you, and that takes a skill of dealing with people. And right now, people are touchy, especially the human faction who needs money. It's not the human faction that has money right now. It's the non-human faction. And when I say non-human faction, babes, I'm talking about narcissists, the southerly narcissist, the ones that lack empathy, compassion. They lack the need for love and the concern for love in their life. They think that what they have as a program, attachment development, just like as a mechanism, they never get out of this like basic survival mechanism with each other, and it's just grab on, and it's like imagine how bad it can get as time goes on, that they really need, and really the truth is people die or they go away or they grow apart. You have to, I mean, come on, let go of each other, and that's how you know love is in the room, is when freedom is happening with everybody. And that's when you just love wants to see your highest possible potential. You know, um, the way that it'll be in the room when freedom is there and able to be, it'll look at you and go, "You mean I'm free?" And it's like, "Yes, you don't have to ask me." And baby, everybody's going backwards in time, and now we're getting healed. We're definitely getting healed. Everybody needs that freedom. It's really just everybody needs to experience what it's like to be a responsible, creative human being. I look rough, it's because boy, it's going through these people, and it's not me being a narcissist. I mean, how many people do they go through? I mean, as far as hiring them, and how many people do they think that they're bonding with? See, I can't take it personally that we fell out within 2 days, that one day I went the route of showing them a human quality of mine, which is to take a little bit of an attitude about how that they dealt with the situation there. That I would, if we went deeper into it, I would agree, yes, it's weird. I tried to mess with it, so let's figure out what's happening. But instead, if I didn't know any better, because my perception is way off, I don't know everything, I think I was looking at a gaslighting narcissist. There was a few things that were going on, and people that hire you who are narcissists, they have a lot of money, they plant things. They plant things there. And they'll take something away, and you're trying to do something, it's like, wait a minute, a bolt and a nut is missing. And it was all there, and I was making sure it was there, but when they hit the scene, this person really what happened, it's weird. And it's like, how do I deal with this? When I'm really good with tools, just leave me alone and I can figure this out. So I'm doing this. I'm literally and she's grabbing my arm, going, but wait a minute, and she's just thinking in her perception like something is happening that's not happening. You know, it could happen with people, and I'm very humorous, and I'm being humorous about this. You know, but deep down, of course, these kinds of things are starting to ping a red flag. And my attitude copying is just, okay, you can have your weirdness of trying to slip your hand into my hand and be me doing something. I can give you that and humor that, but now I'm going to give you an attitude about something the way that you handled it, as far as the people skills, because I'm using my people skills. How about you, narcissist, with all the money you have and the way that you start getting into that? Well, you just cut me off and blah blah blah, and you did this, and it was just, now you're not doing this, and it's now you're just pounding us about our personalities. Is that the name of the game? Because you guys are way off. Whatever you're doing with your money, um, um, you don't know what you're doing there. It's a patch job, it's an excuse, and it's a total distraction. You don't even know what's happening now. If you don't have the dialogue, I mean, you can see it, you can say, and a lot of times you won't connect it, but all you have to do is get right down to it. If you want to tell me that you believe in God, weird language there, believe, okay, whatever, you can tell me you be with God. Fine, then um that's something you're going to start up, and now I'm going to get clear and just say, well, God is just a word. Let's say that God is the truth. What's that? Truth and reality. It's beautiful. It's nothing that you control. It just rises and falls, and there it is, and it's so much, and it's so little. It's the truth. It just goes on, and so it's there. Let's look into it. How? Why is it happening? Whose fault is it? Is it anybody's fault? It's usually nobody's fault. It's just what it is. It is what it is. But if you have a gaslight or narcissist, when you say, when they're saying, oh, I believe in God. And then you say, well, God is just a word, very vague. Let's say that we know what God is, because what God, God, there was Jesus Christ who says, I am the truth. God would say that. Because why? I mean, he's saying, I am identical to the truth. So when I said that to, this person, the conversation just stopped. There wasn't any more to say about the nature of the truth. And I was like, whatever, let's make this bed. And why am I making this bed with this person? The truth is, I am tall enough that I can just go, watch it. Watch the truth in reality. And I've made so many fucking beds. And it's just weird. I'm nearing 50 and it's like, oh shit. This weird game that we have to play just to get through it. I mean, I can be a good soldier and take orders, but we have to get through the truth that I'm a human being. I'm not really a robot, and I have needs, babe, that are way beyond what you can imagine. This mess that I'm looking at here, wow, how fucking gluttonous and how just too much. You just have too much, and I bet you anything there's people in need around you like me and everybody else around you that are just trying to get this money for. I mean, I'm sure we can ask for things, but when you start doing the gift giving and entwining with a narcissist, you can't do that right away. You need to give it 2.5 years to find out if you even have a human being to have a friend there. Now, this is a sign of a narcissist who thinks that they're just going to appreciate you right away. You're a high friend. It's day number 2 or week number 2. Oh, hug, give you, and they just know, and I can't wait to see your reality. And when they say that, it's based on their reality. They're, mind you, I was just hired there and I'm being projected upon. Like, of course, I want to know how I can invest instead of letting what I have as realty, a home, land in the mountains, work for me rather than be a drain on me. And I know it can happen. And I know I can make it work if I really focused on it. I just never really did. I've kept it a private thing. And I still want to keep it a private thing. I think something different's going to happen because what they're doing, the Airbnb, thanks for listening to this at near minute 13. The Airbnb thing, very unstable. Very unstable. Why? Because it depends on this economy that is collapsing. And here's what the Airbnb vibe is to me. You have to have money first. Okay, first of all, it helps if you have the land and the house and you're like, oh, what do I do with this? That's me. But you have to have money. You're investing now. You have to put money in. For me, it would be thousands of dollars, thousands and thousands and thousands, because I need to fix the electrical. It would be ideal to put a new counter in. You want to make it kind of upscaled. And this is what she's saying to me. This is what the Airbnb is. I don't even know if this is real. I need to talk to people more. This is fucking weird. Because if this is the case, hell no. She's saying, well, once you get it up to scale and you invest in everything, and then you can start charging $50 a night. And sometimes they come up, I'm like, screech, $50 a night? It's not worth it. All of this upheaval that you're doing and money spending, and now you're in debt and you're going to work all this shit and pay all these people, and $50 a night comes in and out. So on the weekends, you make $150 and you do that 4 times a month. I can play the guitar and do that in like 3 nights, and I bet you I can get $1,500. Just me, and I really concentrated on it. And I wouldn't mind sharing it with some workers that know how to play a little bit. And of course, I will help you make money. That's ideal. I'm just like you modern day fucking cloaked in a human body lizard, non-human system driving presence on Earth. You.